It was a win. Nothing to write home about, but it's a win. We're going to have to take it. Houston Rockets versus Toronto Raptors. Rockets opened it up in the second half to complete a score of 139 to 121. Kevin Durant led the Rockets with 31 points, and Jabari Smith Jr. added 25. Early on, I thought Brandon Ingram was headed for a historic night. I'm talking about like one of those Kobe 81s. But he cooled off, and it was great defense by Kogi. But when you have these polished offensive players, it's going to be tough to stop them. Brandon Ingram been doing it for a long time. And luckily he cooled off. Because I think he hit like his first, 7 shots, I believe. He was hot early. It seems like this team starts a little slow. They're still figuring each other out. But on the defensive end is where the frustration comes from, because you think that should be a little more effort. I'm not saying they should be on a string this early in the season, but the effort and some rotation should be there. And they're going back and forth with teams trying to have a scoring race. No, we don't want to play that game. We want to make some stops. That's how you blow teams out with the offensive talent y'all have. Y'all play just a little bit of defense, you're going to spread off on some people. And that's what happened in this game. We're going to give out a few awards tonight. And it starts with the big four that you see on your image, who shared the sugar and played off each other all night long. All night. These starters right here, I'm not going to leave Josh Okogie out. But for his big impact on the offensive end and made some key defensive plays individually, showing up big against the Toronto Raptors on the road. And I'm going to say it again, Toronto Raptors, we're going to see where they're going to land this season. Their record's not too good, but I know they're better than that. They fought. They hit some big-time three-pointers. If it wasn't for those three-pointers, them getting hot, dropping it from deep, this game would have been a lot uglier than what it was. Lucky for their hot three-point shooting, Rockets would have had liftoff. They would have had liftoff very early. Another thing I wanted to mention, because early on in the season, we know Ime Udoka, he was going big, right? He was having Steven Adams in a lineup. And it was time to switch something up. I love the big lineup, don't get me wrong. Going big. We got the height, we got the depth. But I am glad Ime Udoka switched it up a little bit, put Josh Okogie in there, because you can see it. You know, you wanted some space, you want to play a little faster. You always can go to the big lineup whenever you need it. As you see, Steven Adams played a hell of a game tonight. Then he got, 12 and 12 off 20 minutes. Very effective. It doesn't take much. But Steven Adams don't need to be in the ball game playing 35, 40 minutes. Get him in spurts. 20 minutes is just fine. He can be effective with 20 minutes. So bringing him off the bench, switching it up, they were able to play with some pace. They were able to defend the perimeter a lot better, and just gave him a new look coming off of losing 2 games. So I like Josh Okogie in the starting lineup. Now when Finney Smith comes back and he's healthy and he's ready to go, maybe, you can swap. But if Josh Okogie is playing well, just leave it the way it is. It's plug and play with this offense anyway with the depth. Everybody's on a string. And it's just going to get deeper and deeper and deeper as the season goes on. Me personally, I'm not judging this team until at least 20 games. When the season starts, always look at 20 games is when you're really going to see how the team's really going to be. When they start figuring it out. What kind of identity they want to have. Some people say 10 games. I say 20. By then, you done flushed out all your bad habits. Figure out if you're going to be an up and down team or you're going to be a battered, bruised team that likes to lean on people, which is the Rockets. They can do both. They can be hard-nosed. They can play with pace. They can play half-court game. With this depth, they can do it all kind of different ways. But these 4 guys up here, going to put this up. Been trying to spread it a little wider for y'all can at least see it a little bit. I know it's hard. Depending on what you're watching it on, it's hard to see. Could have a glare. numbers can be too small, but I try to widen it as much as I can on some of these. But more importantly, I can call out most of it. You kind of got an idea, especially if you watch the game. You already know what time it is. But these four guys, outstanding game. And the Rockets, they shared the sugar tonight. 7 players in double figures. And you know how we love 7 players in double figures. That's when you have it going as a team. Anytime you have 7 players in double figures, you rocking and rolling. You feeling good that night. Ball is bouncing. Guys are making shots. Everybody's feeling good. Kevin Durant, sometimes Kevin Durant seems like he get these quiet points. At the end of the night, it seems like he hasn't done too much, and then he's sitting up there with 30 points, 40 points. You wonder where it comes from. He's a silent killer. And he stays at it. And he missed some shots tonight. And if he didn't miss those shots tonight, he could have had close to 50 tonight. He missed some easy ones, wide open. 3-pointers, pull-ups. But he's automatic. We ain't worried about him offensively. That's for sure. We ain't worried about KD offensively. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. But he will be there when you need him. 31 points. You can call this an off night for KD with the shots that he missed. They look good. They look good. 11 for 19 ain't bad. But I'm calling an off night because, oh man, he had some nice looks that just didn't go in for him. 31 points for KD. 3 blocks. Didn't assist it too much. Had 1 assist, 5 rebounds, 5 for 8 from the free throw line, which shocked everybody in the arena. KD's been missing some free throws, at least splitting them here lately. He's got to tighten that up, and I know he does not like that. He's missed more free throws since he joined the Rockets than I've seen in his whole entire career. I'm not joking. His whole career. And I just hope it ain't the Rockets jinx, because you know we've been notoriously bad from a free throw line for plenty seasons. I just hope that's not rubbing off on him. 4 for 8 from the 3-point line. Nice. But you know what? He could have had 7, 8 of them. But that's nice. We're going to bundle these guys up because they getting stars tonight. But I got to bundle them up as a group, or have stars flying everywhere. But let's go to Jabari Smith Jr. 25 points. He had a block and 2 steals, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 4 for 9 from the 3-point line, 8 for 16 from the field. Jabari Smith set the tone as well. He came out ready to go, and he was very aggressive. We need Jabari Smith doing that every game, whether he's missing shots or making shots. If he plays aggressive like that, taking attention off of KD, off of Alperen Sengun, even when they're hot, like he said, they get double teamed. It opens it up for him as well. Pick your poison with this offense. It's going to be dangerous once they get it rolling and they know each other a lot more. Getting each other's tendencies and habits down, they can be very dangerous, offensively and defensively. But yes, Jabari Smith is going to be grouped in with Kevin Durant, and we're going to Alperen Sengun next, who had 18 himself, 2 blocks, 2 steals. If you notice from these guys I'm calling out, they've played offensively and defensively. LP, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. Almost messed around and got a triple-double. 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Kind of used to that with LP, but he has been hitting them a lot better. I know he's been working on them this offseason. I just hope he don't resort back. Stay focused. Because there's going to come a time in the middle of this season, down when you need these games bad, even in the playoffs, it's going to come down because Alperen Sengun is going to have the ball in his hand a lot down the stretch. He has to be able to hit his free throws. So you worked on him. Early on, you was knocking him down. First game, second game of the season. Let's get that focus back. You have to hit those. 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, 6 for 8 from the field. Good game. Who is this 4th guy we're going to incorporate who's going to get grouped in and get this star? Amen Thompson, AT, of course. Played very aggressive going downhill in this game. He could have played a hell of a lot better too for us scoring his points. He missed some bunnies. He missed a few things here and there and got kind of bogged up and trapped. Lost the ball a few times, but you can tell he's starting to gain confidence, handling that ball a little more. And he's being on attack mode, getting to the rim, loving that. 18 points by him. And he had 3 turnovers. I want to call that out because that's not bad, folks. Young guy learning the point guard position at a high elite level in the NBA, that's on the low side. We can live with 3 turnovers depending on when he makes them, of course. Don't want it down in crunch time when the game is on the line. But if he can keep that 1 to 3 a game right now until he really tightens it up, we can live with that. 2 steals, 7 assists, okay? 9 rebounds. Man, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He almost messed around and got a triple-double.
Messed around and got a triple-double.
0 for 1 from 3. Don't shoot him that much. 7 for 13 from the field. Outstanding game. And all 4 of these guys, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, Amen Thompson, give them a star. Outstanding game from them guys tonight, setting the table for their team. Sharing the sugar, playing as one. Offense, defense, locking it down. Josh Okogie, he had 10 points tonight. He's been playing well all season. This stat sheet really don't give him that much justice, right? 2 for 3 on his 3-pointers, but I'm even going back a few other games where he's played magnificent, even better than he played tonight, even though he played his position tonight. He knows his role. He knows his role. We're going to give him a round of applause. And not only that, I want to give him an Iron Man as well. Playing that hard-nosed, tough defense on Brandon Ingram and whoever the other best player is, giving a man that rest where he don't have to guard these players for 48 minutes. Tari Eason came in, getting off his slump from the first, 1-2 games of the season, falling all over the place. Almost seemed like he was playing for the Harlem Globetrotters the first few games, but he finally figured it out. We're going to give him a round of applause. 14 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. 2 for 3 on a 3-point shot, which he's been hot lately on. 6 for 11 from the field. Outstanding. Steven Adams, double man. 20 minutes, giving you 12 points, giving you a block, giving you a steal, 2 assists, 12 rebounds, 8 offensive. We want to point out. 5 for 6 from the field, 20 minutes. Outstanding. We're going to have to get that man an Iron Man as well. It's looking good. It's looking real good. They're starting to find their pace. And Reed Sheppard, he's going to get it, folks. Be patient with Reed Sheppard. Be a little more patient. This season, he's getting more action than he ever got compared to last season. So give him a little time. Let's judge him on next season. Let him play his little spot minutes. We're going to judge him on next season. If you see the same kind of player what you see now, next season, then you can draw from a little concern. All right? Because to me, and sometimes I can be a hard critic, okay? Everybody don't have to be like me. But what I see, that he should be hitting his 3 a little more. He's been having some hell of a looks, and he missed those opportunities of knocking them down. He's starting to iffy on his free throw shooting. He hit them all tonight. He hit a lot of rim on them, or he's missing them, or he barely, they kind of dance through the net. But he should be a high free throw shooter. He has to hit his open threes. He has to go through the lane expecting contact every time. Focus on putting the ball up and through the hoop. Not getting knocked off balance. Defensively, he got to be a bulldog. He got to put his nose in there. And he's done it on a lot of occasions. He'll rip that ball loose from you. You put it around his vicinity. But he got to continue to do that. Don't get bullied by these other guards because you're too short. And that's how they're going to view you. We can get him every time. That's how they're going to be thinking. Stick in there like a bulldog. You polish some of these things up and learn how to run that offense to a perfection because they're in dire need for a true point guard. Some people want to have a man as the point guard. That's okay. It's fine. He got the height. He got the build. He got the strength to run that point guard. But if Reed Sheppard had it like we want him to have it, he could easily play that point guard position. But obviously, he's just not ready yet. He learns how to work that floor, get them in their sets. Don't get rattled off of pressure, handling the ball. Yeah, he can be there, no doubt. And that's what we're hoping for. That's why I want to give him another season. Okay? Maybe he'll surprise us and break out sometime this season. We can be hopeful. But when I really want to start criticizing this guy, if he comes in next season like this, so far, early in the season, like this, then you can start criticizing and say, well, maybe this guy's not going to turn it around. Maybe this is what you see, is what you get. He's not going to develop. He's too short. Other players are over-dominant over him. He's not hitting enough three-pointers at a high rate to keep him out on the floor. He's not setting up the offense. Then you can start looking at him like that by next season. But outstanding win by the Houston Rockets, taking care of their business, not playing with your food. Games that you're supposed to win, in my eyes, don't play with your food. Take care of business on teams you're supposed to beat. That's going to be the theme of this season going further, is take care of your business against teams like Toronto Raptors, right? Don't play with your food this season. You can find yourself in a very good position. All right, got to take care of the ones you're supposed to get. You got Boston going there with the same attitude. Yeah, it's a storied franchise, but, you know, they're a little banged up, of course. But don't think that this team can go out there and run you if you're not ready. All right, they can do that. Matter of fact, they done it tonight against Cleveland, of all teams. So you know what they're capable of. All right? But good win by the Houston Rockets, 139-121 on the road, knocking off the Toronto Raptors. Y'all enjoy yourselves, but had to get this one out the way for the Rockets. I know they won the other night. I wasn't able to break that one down. But this one for sure, they showed up. Showed up big time. Because this season, the stakes are high. Albert Sengun, Jabari Smith, KD, Kevin Durant. Some would call him the Slim Reaper. AT, Amen Thompson. Came out like stars tonight. G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for y'all time. Time is something you can't get back, and you chose to spend it watching this video. Appreciate you. We out of here. Peace.